Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WAM's News, the only reliable news station. Today we have decided to make a special television broadcast. We'll look back at some of the most special and interesting news of 2015. 2015 has been a remarkable year that included one of the worst terror accidents ever happened, the most expensive painting ever sold, the awful mistake at the Miss Universe contest, and so much more.
And I'm going to talk further about the terror attacks which took place in 2015. The first terror attack we're going to talk about was in Denmark's capital, Copenhagen, and it took place on the Saturday, the 14th February, and it was on a debate meeting. The perpetrator was a 22-year-old who named Omar Abdel Hamid El Hussein, and he shot two people at the meeting. One of the people who got shot was a participant, and the other was a guard. The other attack we're going to talk about was on the Friday, the 13th November 2015, and it was the second terror attack which took place in Paris. And on the attack, up to 130 people died and a lot of people got injured. The scariest part about the attack was that the attack happened at 6 different places in Paris at the same time. The terrorist killing methods was either with guns or bombs, and this attack really got the world in shock.
In May 2015, a painting by Pablo Picasso has been sold for $179.4 million and placed on the top for expensive paintings ever sold on an auction.
At December the 12th, 2015, we got a new climate treaty after 2 weeks of intensive negotiation. It happened at FN's Climate Summit in Paris. The purpose with the new climate treaty is to break the global warming. The participants, which includes 196 countries all around the world, must yearly obtain $100 billion to achieve the goal. At Miss Universe, the 20th of December, the host, which was Steve Harvey, read the results wrong and announced the wrong winner. Miss Colombia was waving and blowing kisses to the audience. Meanwhile, the host came to tell her that it was all a mistake. She wasn't the real winner. It was a big shock, but Miss Colombia took it very nicely, even though she declared after the show that it was very embarrassing and she felt very bad. But the real winner, which was Miss Philippines, was crowned, and after a while the audience started celebrating again. After the show, the host showed the results card to show that it was his own personal mistake and it wasn't a mistake that the show had made. One of the biggest drug lords, called El Chapo, escaped from the most secure prison in Mexico July the 11th, 2015, through a small hole in the shower floor. From there he climbed down 10 meters and he then used a special motorcycle to drive through a tunnel. 22 police officers have been arrested due to suspicions that they helped El Chapo escape. The Mexican government offered a reward of $3.8 million for information. The government describes him as one of the biggest drug dealers in the whole world. We, here at WAM's News Station, have only one thing more to say. See you later!